This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. It was just 2 weeks ago when Hermine broke Florida's record drought of 11 years without a hurricane making landfall. And now tonight, just like that, a tropical storm has come to Florida. So how much of an impact could it have on the Suncoast? To find out that, we will head right over to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, who has the latest update. Bob.
Well, it looks a little impact here, but we will bring some rain chances up a little higher. Interesting to note, though, that this storm has already made landfall. In fact, it's rather unique. It's the first storm ever in Florida to develop and get named over land. It's west of Jacksonville right now, about 10 miles. It's never happened in the state before they named these storms. And again, it's a named storm. It's over land, and it may never make landfall. It's already over land and pushing to the west-northwest at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Or it could make waterfall before, looks like tomorrow morning. We'll see how that plays out. Just a small area, too, for a tropical storm warning. I think this is the smallest area I've ever seen for a tropical storm warning. The tropical storm force winds are just east of the center right now. Top winds are at 40, gusts are up to 50. Movement is to the north-northwest at 9, and the pressure is not all that low at 1,009 millibars. This is the 5-day forecast, and notice it doesn't move much at all. And in fact, it looks like there's a chance it could stay out or at least move out into the water on day 3 and 4. We'll see how that plays out. Most of the models dissipate the system over Georgia. It will be a heavy rainmaker, however. They could see up to 10 inches of rainfall over parts of South Carolina and Georgia and northeast Florida. Look at the forecast models. Look at all these different models. Some bring it back into the northeast Gulf of Mexico, while others take it out into the Atlantic. The Canadian models here actually have been done pretty well with the system, keeping it off into the Gulf or near the East Coast all day long today. That was yesterday's forecast. So they've been more accurate over the past couple of days there as it makes its way off to the east. Again, the radar presentation showing the system getting better organized off over the Gulf Stream and a lot of rainfall moving in there. For us, we're getting a lot of shower activity moving onshore right now, and that will be a trend, I think, overnight. So I would not be surprised to hear some rumble of thunder as a result of the increased tropical moisture moving in to Tropical Storm Julia. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Bob. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office has confirmed that the victim of an early morning shooting is James Sasser. The 31-year-old was found lying in the front doorway of a home on Rita Street, which is in South Sarasota. The home is just next door to where authorities say Sasser lived. The scene was active for most of the day. Sasser's body was not removed from the doorway until late this afternoon. Investigators have classified this death as a death investigation. They haven't released any further details about who may have been involved, other than to say everyone involved has been accounted for. The public is not in any danger. Dozens of Sasser's friends spent the day mourning together at a bar in the Gulf Gate area where he worked.
I respect the hell out of the man, and I just really, my heart goes out to his family.
It's scary. You know, it's something that I'm taking very serious. I'm having a murder in your neighborhood. You know, usually it's other neighborhoods, not this one.
The investigation is ongoing, and we'll bring you updates once more information is released. In Bradenton, a 16-year-old student is recovering tonight after a reported robbery that she says almost turned into sexual battery while she walked to the bus stop. It was around 6 a.m. when sheriff's deputies say a male suspect in his mid-20s grabbed the girl, allegedly pushing her into a nearby grassy area. That's when the suspect told the teen to take off her pants. She says he also tried to remove her shirt. But he got spooked when a car drove by. He took the student's cell phone, but she fortunately was not injured.
I think if that car didn't go by, I could very likely be dead right now. So I think in a way that car saved my life.
Law enforcement asking anyone with information to come forward. The Manatee County School District, meanwhile, informed parents of this incident via a phone message, and the district says it's conducting its own investigation and will increase its presence in that area. In other news tonight, hundreds of new apartments and condos are in various stages of development in the Rosemary district, but one of the more unusual projects is up for a vote tomorrow. ABC7's Ray Collins has details on this unique piece of property that doesn't seem fit for housing, right?
Yeah, Haley, you might be surprised where it may go and how it's shaped. Construction workers are everywhere you look in the Rosemary district. This area just north of downtown Sarasota has hundreds of new homes going up at every turn. And that includes plans for this narrow strip of land behind the Planned Parenthood building at the corner of Cohen and 8th.
It's a very quirky space. It's one of those weird opportunities that came along.
Rebecca Hopkins of Florida Studio Theater showed us the rendering of the artist housing or dormitory that is planned for this strip of land.
So it'll start right about here and it hangs over that fence, and that first line of cars there, it overhangs those, so they'll park underneath the building at that point, and that's how we get enough room.
They won't be big. Each two-story unit will be about 1,000 square feet and house 4 actors or apprentices.
It really does have a good ripple effect for the theater overall.
Steve Teresi is helping raise the $1.5 million for the project. He thinks this housing will enhance the quality of the theater's productions.
Great living conditions transcend into a happy actor.
Watching all this from a block away is Michael Bush, the guy who runs this nearby home resource furniture store. He says this project and the others going up around the Rosemary district is like watching a flower start to blossom.
Naturally, I think it's great. The Rosemary district continues to develop in such positive ways. And now we're talking about vision and creativity and you know, inflow of restaurants and arts programs and everything else, and it's really positive.
So those condo dorms are up for their first vote tomorrow night in front of the Sarasota City Planning Board, Haley.
And Ray, is it expected to pass?
Well, a City Hall source told me they have been working closely with this project, and this person believes that it will indeed be approved on first reading tomorrow night.
And it seems like, from what you laid out in the story, that it's a good use of that land.
Very narrow land, and it'll be used very, very completely.
Yes, definitely. All right. Thank you, Ray. A total of $10,000 in rewards up for grabs for information leading to the arrest of the person or persons who set a Florida mosque on fire this weekend. Authorities have wrapped up their arson investigation at the Islamic Center of Fort Pierce and now hope to determine the accelerant that was used. Investigators say surveillance video shows someone approaching the building just moments before a flash was seen and the fire started.
I'm saddened to say that we have only received 8 phone calls, only 8 tips relating to this event. That is very disheartening because regardless of individuals' beliefs, this is a place of worship and a tragic situation.
Officials are looking into whether this was a hate crime. The mosque was occasionally attended by the Pulse nightclub shooter. Details are coming in tonight about a fatal crash in Charlotte County. The Florida Highway Patrol says 32-year-old William Frederick was driving over the speed limit near Loveland Boulevard and Moses Court just before 5 p.m. The roadway was wet from recent rainfall, and he drove into standing water, losing control of his vehicle. He ended up colliding with a garbage truck, which troopers say tried to get out of the way. Frederick was pronounced dead at the scene. No charges will be filed. More than 2 years after a Manatee County man was shot and killed, an arrest has been made in connection to his murder. Manatee County Sheriff's detectives charging Tavares Johnson today for the June 2014 shooting death of 29-year-old Samuel Edwards. Johnson is already in the county jail, where he had been serving time for aggravated assault and aggravated battery. Authorities were able to connect him to the shooting after a witness came forward. Governor Rick Scott was in the nation's capital today to press Congress for money to help fight the Zika virus. Scott's trip comes as lawmakers struggle to reach a bipartisan deal. Senate Democrats have blocked the passage of $1.1 billion in funding, saying Republicans are adding partisan provisions to the legislation. The governor says the congressional gridlock needs to stop, and he called out Democratic Senator Bill Nelson for voting against that funding plan. Nelson, though, standing by his decision.
It's pretty disappointing. This is a national, international issue.
Zika doesn't have anything to do with the Confederate flag, and Zika doesn't have anything to do with defunding Planned Parenthood.
Scott is also asking Congress to come to Miami to hold a hearing on Zika preparedness and prevention. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast and the latest on Tropical Storm Julia. Plus, reaching out to voters who are parents. The Trump and Clinton campaigns tout their child care plans on the trail. And what will the Suncoast look like in 2030? Manatee County is planning ahead for anticipated growth.
Across America with Mega Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
Hello, America. I'm John Crode. It's Tuesday, September 13th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $122 million. To win that jackpot, you must match these 5 white balls plus that gold mega ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 6. That's followed by 17. Up next, we have 39. Your next number is 15. And your final white ball for this Tuesday evening is 56. Now for the mega ball. Tonight's mega ball number is 15. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 6, 17, 39, 15, 56, and the gold mega ball is 15. Now, if no one matches all 6 numbers, Friday's jackpot could be $133 million.
ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store of choice. Powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life. ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Welcome to the all-new Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice. Seymour smiles.
Seymour quality selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Seymour for your trade.
Seymour Savings.
It's the Buick 2016 model year sale down. Now get 20% below MSRP on select Encore models in stock. That's nearly $5,000 below MSRP on the 2016 Buick Encore.
Seymour now at Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice. Go to SeymourBuickGMC.com.
Well, quite the interesting situation that you described with Tropical Storm Julia.
Right. Yeah, forming over land. But also another thing to point out is that this system this morning at around 6 a.m. had 0% chance of developing into a tropical storm. So in less than 12 hours, for the most part, this went from a 0% chance to a tropical storm.
Wow.
So it gives you a little idea that things can happen pretty quickly, especially during this time of year. We are close to the peak of the hurricane season, and storms sometimes don't give you advanced warning, as the folks are seeing now up near Jacksonville, where they are under a tropical storm warning. Well, for us on our coast, we're not going to see much of an impact from Julia, and Julia may not be around all that long. In fact, it could be downgraded to a tropical depression as early as tomorrow night. Well, you can see the low-level clouds moving in pretty quickly from the south, and that's an indication that we're going to see a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. Siesta sunset. Fred Seeger getting a glimpse of the sun before it was setting, and you can see not much of it there. And yesterday, a lot of rainfall around. I think this could be an issue, too, for us tomorrow. Some of that rain could be heavy at times. You can see the spin and rotation quite clearly. The actual low-pressure center is right here. However, it looks like it may be shifting out into the Gulf, or I should say the Atlantic over the Gulf Stream. Lots of lightning here, and there's also the issue of possibility of tornadic activity as this system moves off to the north. You can see the rainfall pretty heavy now near Jacksonville. stretching down toward the Palm Coast and near Daytona Beach, where Daytona Beach has had quite a bit of rough weather throughout the day today. And for us, notice some showers at this hour, a little bit unusual to see this, and that's a pull from that moisture right on into the system of Julia. And you can see some pretty heavy downpours through the night. Periodically, showers and even a few isolated thunderstorms are possible here. Not anticipating anything severe, and it looks as though we will see the potential, though, for some moderate to heavy rainfall throughout the day on Wednesday, periodically. Not all day rain, but we will see some showers and storms moving onshore as we move on time. 81 degrees right now, the dew point 75. We'll have a lot of sunshine, not until it looks like the weekend for the most part. A lot of clouds around tomorrow. 89 the high today, and 77 was the morning low. Those numbers very close to the seasonal averages. 95, by the way, is the record high temperature. And temperatures tomorrow will warm up into the upper 80s. Right now, temperatures across the region into the low 80s to upper 70s. We have 78 in Mayaca City, 79 now in Northport, and Punta Gorda at 77. Some rain falling right there. 86 in the Gulf temperature. Cortez at 82 and Wauchula at 76 degrees. Satellite and radar imagery combination showing the system getting a little bit better organized this evening, at least the last hour or so, with more convection developing on the north and east side of Tropical Storm Julia. It's moving to the north-northwest at 9, and the pressure is not all that low at 1,009 millibars. You'll notice the 5-day spread really doesn't move much at all. In fact, some of the models indicate that it will lose tropical characteristics on in through late to tomorrow night or possibly Thursday morning. But the tropical storm force winds, a small area may see some of that activity all the way into southeast Georgia. Elsewhere in the tropics, Ian is gaining some strength out there in the central Atlantic, and this disturbance number 2 has a pretty good chance of developing into the 11th named storm in about 3 to 4 days from now as it progresses off to the west. So very active time of year, and certainly we are seeing that with Ian not being a factor to any land area, but moving off to the north and strengthening somewhat tonight. Top winds are at 50 miles an hour. Well, as far as the water vapor content goes, we look at this to see the potential for rain, and you can see a lot of that moisture stretching all the way down into Cuba and in the southeastern Gulf of Mexico. All that will stream off into our general direction over time. But for the heavy rain, it'll be in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida with some of that rainfall here moving on in throughout the day on Wednesday. Well, here's the boating forecast. Winds out of the south to southwest at 5 to 10 knots. Now, there will be some isolated showers and a few thunderstorms in the Gulf, even during the morning hours. And the water temperature now at 86 degrees. Look for a forecast tonight with a few showers around now and again. Low tide will be at 5:37 and sunset at 7:37. The forecast tonight, scattered storms, a pretty good chance for showers and storms overnight. 76 for a low tomorrow. More moisture around, some heavy rain possible. We'll look for variable clouds. And the extended forecast does call for a good chance for scattered storms Thursday all the way through really Tuesday of next week. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Campaign 2016 turns its attention to child care. Mary Maloney explains the two plans of Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
On the campaign trail, a focus on family by the daughters of the candidates.
As a society, we need to create policies that champion all parents, enabling the American family to thrive.
More support for caregivers, more support for early childhood education programs across our country. My mom knows that education does start long before college. You know, it matters to me that she understands how important early childhood education is, that she understands how important it is that we support parents in our role as our children's first teacher.
This is not a woman's issue. It's a family issue. It's an American issue. It's an issue that's often been discussed, but has yet to be solved. My father plans to change that.
Here's how the plans stack up. Hillary Clinton wants to give new parents 12 weeks of paid family or medical leave. Donald Trump says paid maternity leave alone should be 6 weeks. Clinton wants no more than 10% of parents' income to go for child care. Trump would give families a tax break. Clinton wants free pre-K for all 4-year-olds. Trump wants to give stay-at-home parents the same tax deductions as those who work.
Our plan will bring relief to working and middle-class families. I think it's going to make a lot of people very, very happy, a lot of moms very happy.
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
Clinton's camp says the nominee will return to the campaign trail on Thursday as she recovers from pneumonia. Meanwhile, New York State's Attorney General, a Democrat, says his office is investigating concerns the Trump Foundation may have engaged in what he calls impropriety. Eric Schneiderman did not elaborate on what that could be, but the Washington Post reported that Trump may have spent foundation money on himself and that he hasn't made any personal donations to the charity in 8 years. A Trump campaign spokesman called the investigation nothing more than a left-wing hit job by a, quote, partisan hack. Manatee County is looking ahead to its future long-term as part of a project called Florida 2030. The Florida Chamber joined county officials, businesses, and nonprofits for a town hall meeting today. Among the issues discussed, workforce development, affordable housing, and transportation. State officials say by 2030, 6 million more people will call Florida home.
We're looking at a very broad spectrum of issues, talent, education, infrastructure, water, quality of life, everything that is going to impact a community's competitiveness for the long term.
I think Manatee County has a good outlook, and so we can stay ahead of the curve and prepare for the jobs of the future.
The Florida Chamber will visit each of the state's 67 counties within the next few months as part of the Florida 2030 project. Another honor for New College of Florida. U.S. News and World Report putting out its Best Colleges 2016 edition today and listing NCF as the 5th best liberal arts college in the U.S. Just last month, Princeton Review named it as one of the top undergraduate colleges in the country. New College also continues to be highlighted for its affordability. Ray's highlights next in sports.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ for only $299 per month, or a 2016 Lincoln MKX, Lincoln's premium sports utility vehicle for $339 per month. We also have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Drive with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty and complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, family owned and operated, and winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish, Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Now, sports.
The Rays continue to find themselves in a position to play spoiler for their division rivals in the playoff hunt. That includes the Blue Jays, who are battling with the Red Sox for first place in the AL East. But Tampa Bay had the Jays' number tonight. Alexi Ramirez, who just signed with the Rays, gets his first hit with the team in a fifth-inning, 3-run homer. Then in the seventh, Steven Souza Jr. gives the Rays some pad with a solo shot. That's his 17th of the season. Tampa Bay wins 6-2. There was plenty of celebrating last night when the Bradenton Marauders won their first Florida State League championship in team history. But the celebration is far from over. The Marauders will be holding an end-of-season bash at Pirate City next week, where you will be able to chat with players and win prizes. It will take place next Thursday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. You'll need to RSVP, though, by this Friday. Just call the number or email the address listed on your screen. The Bucs added to their backfield and special teams depth today by signing Jaquez Rogers. The running back spent his last season in Chicago, but before that played 4 seasons with Atlanta when Bucs head coach Dirk Cutter was the Falcons' offensive coordinator. Rogers is known for his catching abilities out of the backfield as well as his return skills. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
Since 1928, Kerastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Kerastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, and when you're ready to sell, you'll get more money back. Come fall in love with the longest-lasting vehicle in its class, the Subaru Outback. Or lease a new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing right now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
tonight at the Classic Car Museum on the North Trail. Goodwill Industries is getting ready for next week's Giving Challenge. That's when nonprofits all around the Suncoast have 24 hours to raise money, and every dollar they get is matched by the Community Foundation of Sarasota County and the Patterson Foundation.
Veterans program at Goodwill. And so what will happen is if you're typically giving 100, we have so many sponsors through the Community Foundation and whatnot that will double it, and so your 100 turns into 200 instantly. Now the impact of that is I get to help more veterans.
$7 million was raised in a 24-hour period last year. The 2016 Giving Challenge starts at noon next Tuesday. And all the nonprofits are vying for your donation.
That's a good idea right there. A little sock hop, yeah, kick things off.
Kick things off, that's right. Have a great evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow.